Hello everyone, welcome to my online classroom. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the flowchart of class 10th economics chapter 1 development. So in this flowchart, I am going to tell you what kind of important headings we have to include in this flowchart and what kind of important headings we are going to read and understand under this whole chapter. So these all are the important headings which I have mentioned in your flowchart. So as you can see, all the important headings have been mentioned here. Just like the first of all, we have the introduction. Of course, in the introduction, we are going to read about this chapter, that what do you mean by actually the meaning of development, what its importance, what is the importance of national development in your life, and what is the importance of sustainable development, what are the various ways how you can achieve in your life the development process. So of course that all the topics we are going to discuss in this video. After that, we have the second heading, which is the main heading of this chapter, and the heading, the chapter name is also the development. So of course, first of all, we have to understand the meaning of development. As we very well know that all the words have their different meanings, and in different subjects and in different fields, we have the meaning of these words are also be different. So here also, according to the economics, the money, the capital, related to the capital, the income, according to that, we are going to understand the meaning of development. After that, we have the third heading of the chapter, which is meaning of national development. So here, of course, we are going to understand what is the meaning of national development. So of course, nation word is here, national as well as development. So it is, of course, it is related, this development is related to the development of the nation. So that I'm going to explain you what this word means. So national development refers to the ability of a country to improve the social welfare of the people. For example, by providing social amenities, amenities means facilities such as quality, education, potable water, transportation, infrastructure, and medical care. So in any country, if the country have all this kind of facilities, so of course that country is providing the, or they can achieve the national development. After that, we have the next, it is meaning of sustainable development. So of course this word already we have studied in geography chapter 1, resources and development. If you have not watched that video, please watch that video. So here, meaning of sustainable development. Of course, sustainable development, it means, refers to the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the needs of the future generation. So of course, whatever natural resources we have, we are going to utilize them without compromising the future generation needs. So of course, we have to sustain our development. Our whole development is depend on the uses of natural resources. So if we are going to save our natural resources, so today also we can do our progress, we can achieve our development, as well as we can save this development for our future generation. Next, we have the aspects of development. So to achieve development, what kind of main points we are going to be discussed. So according to this book, in the aspects, in the phases of development, we have understand the conclusion is be coming by understanding these 2 points which is be given here. First of all, different people may have different developmental goals. Of course, it is very clear that all the people, just like the meanings are also be different. So and the opinion of all the people, the notion, the opinion of the people is also be different from person to person. So same here, we have the different people. Of course, they have different developmental goals. Of course, whatever developmental goal is for me, that is not your developmental goal. So in all the person life, the goal, the desire, the aspiration is be different person to person. Next heading, we have development for one may not be the development for the other. Of course, it is the correct that whatever development for me, it is not for everyone. Maybe that is this construction, or it is not a development for any other person. So it's, of course, it varies from person to person. Next main heading of the chapter, we have developmental goals. So of course, the developmental goals of each and every person, the country is be different. So here, just like I have mentioned, all the subheadings, whatever is coming under this main heading. So we have income. Of course, for the development of any country, any person, income play a very important role. So here, first we have income. Second, we have good standard of living. By earning good income, of course, our living standard is going to be improved. Third is satisfaction. Of course, satisfaction is very important. Next, we have equal treatment. It is our next developmental goal. Next, we have freedom. Next, we have security. And next, we have ample opportunities. And last, we have respect here also. So one by one, I'm going to be explaining in my video explanation when I'm going to explain this chapter. So in detail, you will get all that information about of all these words, that what you have to write under these words. Next main heading of the chapter, we have classifying countries. So when we are going to classifying the countries, so of course on which basis we are going to classify them. So here we have per capita income criteria of World Bank. So there is a criteria which is presented or given by the World Bank to us to classify any country. So on the basis of, according to the World Bank, we have three categories. First we have the rich countries. Second, we have low middle income countries, and third, we have low income countries. So rich countries, US dollar, those countries earn US dollar 12,616 rupees per annum or above. So these countries are coming under the rich countries. Second, move to the second one, which category we have, that it is low middle income countries, and here those countries, people earning per annum, it is the US dollar 1,530 rupees per annum or more, so they are coming under this. Third, we have low income countries. Here US dollar 1035 per annum or less, they are coming under this. After that, next move to the main heading, which we have the other thing by which we are going to classify the countries on the basis of different things. So here we have the Human Development Index, which is also known as HDI. Many of the times question they are asked in the exam, it is coming by the HDI. So Human Development Index is the full form of that HDI. Here we are going to include all these things by that. Also we are going to classify the countries on the basis of development. So here first we have literacy rate. Second we have infant mortality rate. Third we have access to clean drinking water. Next we have standard of life. Next we have body mass index, which is also known as BMI. And how to calculate this, I am going to be explained in the video lecture. After that we have the life expectancy. Next we have health facilities. So in this way, Human Development Index include all these important subheadings. After that, this flowchart is the oval. According to this flowchart, all the main headings is being mentioned here, and by that we are going to understand the whole chapter. After that, we have some important questions which are mentioned here, which is related to this flowchart as well as the chapter. So that's like question number 1 is there. What do people need to get more income? Of course, what kind of thing people do? Of course, occupation, different occupation, different job people do to earn income. Second question we have, what does national development refer to? So already I told the meaning of this sentence or this question, so you can check that one. Third we have, what does HDI stand for? So Human Development Index is the answer. Define average income, how we are going to calculate average income. Fifth we have define sustainable development, which we have covered. Sixth we have, what does national income refer to? Seventh we have, why does Kerala have low infant mortality rate? Due to, of course, education and health facilities. Next question we have, define sex ratio. So some questions are like this, which you had studied in your previous classes. Question number 9 we have, what is net attendance ratio? And question number 10, it is the last question which we have, among Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar, which one has the lowest infant mortality rate? So I think already you are going to get this answer about all these questions. So in this way our flowchart is going to be completed. So thank you everyone, and please like, share and subscribe this channel for more updates.